All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Monogatari, Often Monster, Episode 4.
Okay.
Araragi, yeah.
Araragi. Will we actually see him, though?
I don't think so. I mean, we could. It would definitely be very relevant to this whole situation with Nadeko because, that's like the main person that she does not want to see right now. So, that would make sense. But, I don't know. I feel like
we could hear him.
Yeah, there we go.
That would be interesting.
Yeah,
I do think it would be cool though to have like maybe one like actual visual with him in it, and if he's saved for like a later portion of the story or something like that, that could be fun. But yeah, that's the avoided spot for your meek self.
Yeah, your meek streaking self. Yeah.
Yes, and also the switcheroo that's going on and stuff as well. So yeah, all right, Nadeko, let's go. Be confident. You can do this. This is just
it'll be fine.
This is just another hassle that
right.
You can solve.
This
but
kind of awkwardness
could be nice to have help.
Is totally normal. While the circumstances surrounding your crush and confession and all those sorts of things might be different.
Yeah.
Needing to be cool around your crush after you've been rejected and all that stuff. That's normal.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. It'll be great.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this.
今となっては訪れるべきでない部屋ですが、もしもまだ大人で子がこの家の中に留まっているのだとすれば、真っ先に探すべきはここでしょう。
Good guess.
せーの。
Nice. There you go.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Nope.
Suki's like, intruder.
Or is that?
Oh no, it's not.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's our wrath.
どうしてここに魚猫が？
That's supposed to be meek.
I almost thought it was Suki.
同時にそれは彼女たちが部屋から逃げ出した理由でもあるわけですけれど。
Like, nah, that's bullshit. I'm not doing that.
労働の刑に処されると思っていれば、中にはこのように強行手段を取るナデコが。
She goes here because this is where she knows you won't come to get her.
Oh, sure.
大丈夫だよ、魚猫。労働を強制したりしないから。1万時間も努力させ。
I just want to make you go away forever.
ママ休むんだよ。
Also, the poetry of being mad at yourself while you're thinking about, like, your crush.
そうでもないと、たとえ彫刻刀を使っても、普通玄関の扉に大穴は開けられませんよね。
Right, but that is the reason for that. Otherwise.
話し合おうよ。彫刻刀はそんな風に使うための道具じゃないんだよ。
来る以外の用途がマル島にあるってのかよ。
Oh, what purpose is this wrath? What purpose is this anger, this passion?
Sure.
Yeah, you're set on channeling my anger and wrath into work, not.
It didn't work.
休ませてあげるよ。
Ow. Ow.
お前だって本当はいやいや努力してんだろ。苦しいならやめりゃいいだろうが。
Oh shit.
魚猫が赤裸々に公開した攻撃方針を受けて、私はそれを。
Amazing.
Great.
Perfect.
つまり向こうから真っ白な紙の中へと挟まりに来てもらったのです。
Nice.
The device counts as her, therefore.
とはいえ、
Right, 'cause she's
今
not
なでこは
wrong.
いつまでも落ち込んではいられません。
Even if it's just a part of you.
だということを忘れてはいけないのです。
Just blame this
用
on
が済んだ以
Suki.
上、
You'll believe it.
逃げなければ。
Or just don't blame anybody.
紆余曲折ありつつも、小びなでこと魚猫を捕らえて、残る式紙を。
Wrath Nadeko I thought would be a lot more difficult, but I guess God Nadeko is the true final boss.
Yeah.
借りていきますか。
Of course, Suki has a closet that expansive.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, what do I do? Yeah.
もしもし戦国です
戦国さん忘れられ
Guess I'll die. Ignores her bite.
Yeah.
思いをしました
Oh my god.
This is amazing.
でもいいくらいです
Yeah.
生きてますか今私ここは死後の世界じゃない
It's about to be.
私はもう二度と電話に出ません
Incredible.
Just the irrational but relatable pure terror.
Panic.
No.
この方に照準を合わせるのであれば北白蛇神社というのは大本命
Sure.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh. Oh, this is bad.
This is real bad.
小野のきちゃん
Yeah, she's been put into many pieces.
It's fine. You know, she's a corpse. Just
Yeah.
stitch her back together, you know.
返事をして
That's my
は
hat.
いはいうるさいな
Yeah, here's the head.
この程度のビジュアルイメージでビビってんじゃないよところで僕の方からもお願いがあるん
Oh, please, yes. Is it reassembly?
細かい肉片まではさすがに集めきれないけど
大まかでいいよ差し当たっての
This is Treeha.
どうしてもと言うならお前の肉を分けてもらってやってもいいよ
怖すぎるでしょ
I'd rather not.
いや今気づくようなことじゃないです犯人は神なでこに決まっているじゃないです
Yeah, nobody
Right.
powerful enough is just rampagingly violent around anymore.
何があなたをこんな強行に走らせるのですまがまがしすぎますよ
Yeah, why did I go that far as God Nadeko before?
天国なでこお前と友達になれたこと
いきなりそんな嬉しいこと言ってくれてるんですか私をどこまでが本気なのか
Oh my god.
人形ゆえに周囲の人間から影響を受けやすく言うならキャラクター性がブレ
The peace sign still with the decapitated arm.
It's so funny.
だから僕のことをいいやつだと思うならそれはお前がいいやつだってことさ
The manga art, like with it too, is really funny.
まあ厳密に言うなら神なでこだけが僕の相手だったわけじゃない僕は大人でこと神なでこ
Oh, maybe
Interesting.
God Nadeko is not the final boss.
神なでこもまた何らかの形で大人でこを
I mean, yeah, Meek Nadeko, that would make sense. Because it's the earliest version of herself, but then also.
The others might have been all used to defend her. Yeah.
Right.
マイクロビキニ
いやスクール水着だった
なんだ
Much better.
Okay. Yeah.
アンリミテッドルールブックでぶっ飛ばしてもよかったんだけれど泳がせてみることにした
Wait around. After all, yes, funny. Very funny.
僕は尾行し続けたんだけれど
And she round up here.
そう罠だったまんまとこの神社に招き込まれた僕は
You got angled.
Yeah.
式神が式神に使われてどうするんだって話だよ
ですね
Yeah, who would do something like that?
どっちが後なんでしょうどっちが先でも飛んだ変態女ですがそれって結構重要なファクターという気もします
That's funny. Whichever is first is quite the perverted one, because one put on a swimsuit after running around naked, and the other one took off
The swimsuit to run around
To
naked.
run around naked, yeah.
でも自慢に聞こえないようここまでの経緯を話しました
K いい気になってんじゃねえぞ
今嫌いにならないで献身的に手足を接合している最中だから
I'm working so hard.
式神として進化するって可能性もないわけじゃないから
進化
進化かな
Oh, that would be bad.
大人でこやこびなでこに戻すこともできなくはないんだよね
まあ詐欺師でも連れてくれば
Yeah, yeah.
怪奇さんや他の専門家の助力を仰ぐというそれ自体はありなのでは
Why would it be not okay?
一つはお前が式神ごと処分されるかもしれないから
Oh. That'd be a problem.
完了あれかき集めたパーツの中に右腕の手首から先がありませんよ。
神なでこの背中に
Nice.
Very cool. That's funny.
とりあえず即席の義手を作ってもらおうかな。その辺の
Sure.
新しい神様の方を保護しておいた方がいいかな。
散歩中の神様と合流して式神回収に協力しても
Yes, please.
That would be fantastic.
できたよ右手。
ありがとう。
Great work.
Yeah.
手だからね。目じゃないから場所まではわからない。わかるのは指差し確認できるような
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's way less useful though.
作った式神であることに違いない。お前の生活圏内から大きく外には出ていかないよ。
Yes, your daily life zone. Yes.
Right, because they are looking for her after all.
ただし右手は形ばかりだし、あっちこっち不安定なことには違いない。
Oh my god.
アンリミテッドルールブックもできる限り使用を
Sure.
Oh
Nice
no.
limitation.
Well then you're nerfed. What are you gonna do?
だから戦国なでこ。基本的にはここから先は
Yeah, you have to deal with at least one of them.
僕はサポート役に徹した方がいいだろう。
Yeah, I can't do this for you.
After all, this is your arc.
神なでこが神であることを差し引いても2体の式神を同時に私が一人で敵に回すなんて。
It could be tough.
おい、何を言っているんだよ。お前は一人なんかじゃないだろう。小びなでこと魚なでこ2体の式神を
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
じゃないか。今なでこ。
Unlimited. Nadeko works.
You've got 60% of full Nadeko. The terror of just immediately answers the phone,
In
gives
your-
her name.
In your crush's house.
Yep. When you
His
weren't supposed to be
girlfriend.
there, and his girlfriend is the one on the other end. But hey, at least Araragi wasn't there, and Meek Nadeko wasn't there. You know, that's
Right.
helpful. That's something.
It
All right.
was Wrath Nadeko.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Of all the Nadekos to show up at Araragi's house, I kind of like it. It'd have to be the one that would probably be the most brazen and bold.
Right.
And then also knowing like, no, Nadeko would never come
Yeah,
here.
especially not Meek Nadeko. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
So she could even potentially have harmed Araragi. And
Sure.
Just jumped him. Mm-hmm. So in some ways, it's good that Araragi wasn't here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
there.
maybe Wrathful Nadeko is actually worse than the Meek Nadeko in that case.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. But I love the way that she tricked Wrath Nadeko.
Yeah.
With the, like,
Putting the paper,
you
on
are
her belly.
going to tear out my innards? Yeah.
All right,
okay.
cool. You're going to
I'm
move right
counting
there.
on it.
Yeah, sounds good. Yep. But you're reluctantly putting in effort, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That's... Okay, so I love that we're getting this because, like, I've mentioned in previous episodes the whole idea of, like, yes, Nadeko being on, this arc and, journey to become a mangaka, but then also Nishio Isin and their crazy writing output and everything,
Yeah.
right? So having this, yes, you're reluctantly putting in effort, aren't you? That's not at all, topical or, like, something that they might be speaking from personal experience
Something
about.
an author would potentially
Yeah.
lie to themselves about in order to
Yep.
kind of beat themselves up a
Right,
little bit.
because
Yeah.
there's this joke that, like, no one hates writing more than writers, you know? and I can attest to the veracity of that statement. And it's even something I've been thinking a lot about, like, specifically recently, so this feels timely, but also
Wow.
just, like, yeah, that's, I don't know if almost any writers will have an answer for that kind of predicament and question, right? Of, like, if you're putting in the effort, but you're doing it reluctantly because there's that part of you that doesn't want to be doing it, what does that say about you in the situation? And is there something that maybe needs to be addressed or changed, right?
Well, the answer is yes.
Right.
It has something to do with you and something needs to be addressed or changed. But it's whether or not it needs to be so violent of a change or so
Sure.
dramatic of an addressing.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Stuff,
Because any hard or difficult endeavor, there's going to be those points where you have to put in the effort when you don't want to.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
That's normal, right?
Yeah.
But you know, in
You only
Nadeko's
do
case
things
here, yeah, right. But in Nadeko's case here, with the whole 10,000 hours, so 25 hours a day, and you know, this is a reasonable and you know effective.
I will fragment myself
problem.
and force that side of myself to do some writing for a little bit. You go back and you do some reflecting, and you realize, I don't think that side of myself wants to do it at all. I don't think they are.
Right. And the idea that Wrath is like, you're going to come here and try and get me to do forced manual labor? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Get lost. Oh,
I'm going to kill you.
You say you're not going to try and get me to do that? Somehow I don't trust you.
I doubt that.
Like that's, oh man.
It's so fun.
All the lines of that scene were just on point with regards to the commentary on, you know, creative vocations, and I loved it. It was wonderful.
And the struggle of, I need to basically slave away at something for thousands and thousands of hours without really any feedback or response of whether or not you're doing it right, or you're actually growing in your skill or what have you.
Yep. Because
or you're just wasting your time. It's so hard.
There's something both encouraging and disheartening about the idea that I don't know about being a mangaka, but you know, talking about writing specifically, since you know the Monogatari series started as light novels,
right?
Where because it's so much material that you're going to be making for your project,
right?
No one will be able to put the amount of time and effort into understanding it that you will. Like, certainly not in the creative process. There might be some super fans or whatever, but like, so you're kind of shit out of luck by yourself, right? Like, the most that even an editor will be able to do is that kind of like, does everything seem up to code, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff.
They'll kind of hit all the perimeter foundational things that kind of formed the structure and be like, does it hold up under pressure? Yeah. And then you're like, ow, ow, ow.
right. Oh, it might need something like this. Oh, I see this as being a weakness or something like that.
Clearly you didn't put in enough effort here, and you're like, ha! You know?
Right. But that's not, that's going to be what they can do in a small, relatively small amount of time with their breadth of experience that lets them do it a lot faster, right? And it's still very helpful and effective. But that's not going to be the same as you being like, oh my God, I spent, how many hours, right? 1,000 hours or something, right?
I can only imagine.
Working on this manuscript or whatever, right? And no one's going to have time for that. Like no one's going to be able to do that. And so, next time you're at a bookstore or whatever, and you're like, man, a lot of these books seem like they're shit. Well, that's maybe because
at some point they had to get published.
At some point they had to get published, and you can't have an editor that's working with 20 different authors to be like, yes, I'm going to spend the same amount of time that you are on this book, right? Like that. Right. It's not how that works,
Nope.
And so, you have to get to that point where you're like, all right, this is good enough. Time to ship it.
Shippable. Yep.
It's shippable, and clearly Nisio Isin understands the idea of shippable while also being able to keep it up to a high quality because of the whole thing I talked about in one of the previous episodes about doing Katanagatari while, one every month, while also doing the regular Monogatari release, right? That's insane. That is insanity. Yeah. Something in that person's brain understands the optimal amount of effort in order to get something that's good, and to be going fast enough where you're turning off the internal editor and just being like, we're going to make something and it's going to be good, right? Like, and if there are ways that I theoretically could have made it better if I spent another, 200 hours on it, nope, we don't have time for that, right?
Yeah, and better might just be a different style. It might not even be really better. It's just that you wouldn't be writing like you at that point.
Right, because that's the other, encouraging side of this whole, dour tirade, right? Is that, how can you objectively judge the value of art if someone thinks it's wonderful? Then there you go. There you have it. It's good art.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep putting in the work, Nadeko, but also be kind to yourself.
Be kind to yourself. In a lot of ways, that's what the OP is all about. It's just, loving yourself and enjoying yourself and having that little bit of, like, self-awareness that you need to, buckle down and grow up a little bit.
Right, absolutely.
But you can absolutely grow up and still love yourself and not go into this whole workforce side of things.
You don't
hating yourself. You're like,
well, put another way, you don't have to rip yourself limb from limb like God Nadeko did to Yotsuki.
Yetsuki, yeah.
Because that's just not helpful, right? And oh, hey, if you're by yourself, you can't. Yotsuki was not able to put herself back together, right? She had to kind of wait for someone else to come along and do it. And so, you know, yeah. What's the like parallel, you know, metaphorical implication for that for your life? I don't know. Have a support system. Be open with your parents about it. You know, maybe keep some friends close by.
Yeah. It's a team battle when it comes down to it.
And as much as you would hate this, and it would be all kinds of embarrassing and everything, I'm sure both Araragi and Senjigahara would absolutely cheer you on.
Yeah, so Araragi and Senjigahara. So Araragi was not in the episode.
He was not.
And that was actually kind of fun. I like the coincidence and convenience of this because in a lot of ways she did not want him to be there.
Right. And it helps Nadeko have more pure panic because it's in the theoretical rather than, oh, hey, he's right there.
Right. And he could just be, you know, reasonable and thus there'd be no fear.
Yeah.
So we get to have it all run rampant in that regard. And then having Wrath Nadeko being defeated here and her high on the success of that.
Yep.
Then right as she's about to leave, I love the detail of someone calls on the phone, right? You just walk out the door. It's a missed call.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Like the amount of evidence that she was not in her right mind in the slightest bit, despite having just won her battle.
Yep.
Like that battle and the words that Wrath Nadeko stabbed her with.
They're still bouncing around
They're still
in there.
ringing in her head.
Yeah.
Because then she's like, I am going to answer the phone.
And I'm going to announce that it's me.
Why?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Yeah.
But it is funny as fuck to have her then do this because my only thing that I can even remotely extrapolate as to why she wanted to do this is that there's some weird part of her that's like, I've always wanted to say...
Be the one that answers the phone at
Aragi's house.
Yeah.
Because he's my crush, and I'd love to be like, hi, Sengoku desu. And she like screams it out, and it's like bucket list, yes. And it's like, fuck. And then she's thinking like, what's the worst that could happen? And it's not like it's gonna be Hitaka. Oh no.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no.
On top of just, you know, any like theoretical anxieties of like, oh, but you know, but I shouldn't just leave the phone unanswered, right? And then, you really maybe should have. It would have been fine. I'm sure they have an answering machine, you know.
I take it as probably like one of the most, I would love to know the characterization reason as to why she did it.
See, the thing
is, because there's none that comes to mind that makes even like half a lick of sense. But the comedy of it makes it worthwhile.
Even without the comedy, I feel like I totally get it and believe it.
Why?
But the issue is I don't know if I could fully verbalize why.
No, then it doesn't make sense.
No, it just felt right. Like it's
no.
Yes, you're already
tarnished by the comedy. That's what makes it feel right.
No, like you're already tense. You're like, okay, I'm not really supposed to be here. You know, like you're wanting to be polite or something like that. You know, phone gets called. Oh yeah. Everything's fine here because I haven't been avoiding this place. I'm still like, you know, friends with the family. I could totally be over here if I wanted to. That's not what I'm doing. It's not weird or anything, you know? Yeah, so I'll just I've answered the phone here before probably, you know? I'll just do it again this time. It's not, you know, it's fine.
Nah.
Like there's when your brain is cooked up and swimming in like crush situations, a whole lot of things that don't normally make sense make sense.
Well, right. I think of it as she was still cooked from all the stuff that Wrath Nadeko was saying, and I even mentioned that earlier. But that's my that's
like,
my
excuse for why
that's
she did
my
it?
excuse, basically.
Gotcha.
I think that maybe that's more of the indication as to why she responded so.
Yeah.
Sengoku Desu, like that was.
Speaking.
I almost got stabbed, like
Right.
that kind of energy.
Sure.
But why she would answer at all? I mean, maybe it was just I am such a chronic people pleaser.
Sure.
That the house itself demanded I make to make an excuse as to why I'm here.
Yeah,
and
theoretically,
it's like, you better be useful while you're here or something. I don't know.
Theoretically, the Araragi family could, know that I was here and then also be upset that I didn't answer the phone. Or if they, this is where my mind goes with the anxiety stuff.
Yeah.
If my crush finds out that I was here, I could theoretically say that it was for a totally normal reason or whatever, make some bullshit up, right?
Right.
But if I'm but if then and they find out that I was here and the phone rang and I didn't answer the phone while I was here, only a weird person would do that. And then my cover's blown, that kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the fact that it was
joke.
Senjugahara and she doesn't even seem remotely what? Huh?
Yeah. It's you didn't even you didn't even wait long enough to hear the next thing that she would have said, basically.
Right.
Which could have made everything better. But the thing is, nope, in that state,
head full of fuck.
Head full of fuck. You don't want to hear literally anything from that person because the possibility that it could be something that would destroy you.
Right. The problem is that this is actually
non-zero.
something where you might have made things worse by running and not answering the response though.
Oh, absolutely.
You might have made things 10,000 times worse. Because Senjugahara is not going to be mad at you. Senjugahara is not going to be mad at you. She's going to be like, wait a minute. I can't find Araragi. Nadeko picks up the phone at his place.
Oh, yeah. See, I think they'll be able to figure that out.
You think
just
so?
Fine. Oh, absolutely.
These very mature,
Senjugahara and Araragi, absolutely. Yeah. But that's also perfectly that's how it works. Whenever you do something and you're like, this is going to make things better in crush freak out mode, it always makes things way worse. Not necessarily, I think for, Araragi and Senjugahara, that's going to be fine. But for you, that was the worst thing that you could have done. You were so focused on your anxieties that then you play into them in a crazy way, where then you answer the phone like a crazy person when you're not even supposed to be at their house, you know?
Yeah.
But and then you run.
Yeah, but that's I guess something we'll follow up with later, maybe.
Yep.
But other than that, having our team up against Meek and God Nadeko, which now I'm getting almost the vibe of wait a minute, with the twists and stuff that have been going on, maybe God Nadeko is not the real problem.
Meek Nadeko, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Meek Nadeko was the bait, sure, but.
Well, because in a lot of ways,
I don't know.
That feels like the side of herself that she has to face the most. Because if you think about God Nadeko, that's supernatural stuff. And yes, it's tied to a side of herself and all that, goodness. But but that's supernatural stuff. You don't need to face that again, right? That's a mechanical problem in that she's powerful.
Right.
Flirty Nadeko wasn't even around very much, right? So that's a part of yourself, but not a huge part of yourself. Similar kind of thing with Wrath Nadeko, right?
Yeah, she
important
came out
to
for
address.
a very specific moment.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Meek Nadeko, that's your Nadeko foundation, right? That's the most you part of yourself that has now been brought out here, and so that it'll certainly be the most important one to deal with, and the way that you deal with it. Even if it's not the most difficult, but it could also be the most difficult.
Sure. But, all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you got an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us, the community there, about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.